LAING Racing Yard are looking forward to a busy day on Friday, so it's great to be able to catch up with Gavin ahead of time and hear more about the runners. Het Montero is first up in race 1. Now, she was green on debut last time out. It had been expected, but Gav, she did get her legs under her late and she ran on well.
Yes, Nadine, I thought we ran a little bit too soon, but we had to get her going. Yeah, she was green, she needed it. This is our first time on the poly. She's going to be green on the poly again, although we have galloped her there, but she's still going to be green, and she's probably going to need it.
We moved to race 2, Royal Venus last time out, an uncharacteristic run. Normally she's a bit closer to the action.
Yeah, I thought she would have won a race by now, but her best chance is to run in a maiden handicap, and this is a maiden handicap, preferably 12, 13, 14. But yeah, last start from a bad draw, Donald dropped her out of it because, to overcome the draw would have been too difficult, and she was just too far out of her ground. So she's got a better draw this time. She has been placed over a mile. She can run into the money.
2 runners in race 4. We're going to start with Colorama. Now, she loves the poly.
Yes, Colorama, she hasn't done much of late, but Jose knows her well. He's won in her. Probably a 1400, 1200 would be better, but her rating has dropped, so we're going to take her chances in this race. It's a very, very open race, but she can definitely run into the money.
She'll be joined by Sky Velocity, who's back off a break.
Yeah, she's come back off a 4-month break. We had her ready to go, and then we had all that rain. So we had to back off her again. She had a leg injury, and we have to start all over again. So she hasn't had a run, as I said, for 4 months. I worked her on Saturday. Her work was really, really nice, but I think she's going to need it.
Chronicles of Narnia runs in race 5. Now, she never disgraces herself.
Yeah, Chronicles of Narnia, as we know, she's better on the grass. 1600 meters, but we know we have to wait now for January. She used to be in the 80s. She's now down to the low 60s, so she's getting lower and lower. And on the poly, 18,000 would have been her best distance. She just doesn't have the gate speed for 14 and a mile, so her rating has dropped hell of a lot. She's definitely a runner here. She will be better on the grass. When we get back to the grass over 14 mile, she will win. But she can definitely run into the money, being her rating is so low.
3 runners in race 6. We're going to start with Great Affair. Now, we're in front of his box this morning. I'm not sure if he's peeking out behind us. But Gab, you'll be hoping for improvement from him.
Yeah, he had a couple of injuries, and we had him ready to go. Then he injured himself again. Then we got him going again. Then he was ready to go. Then we gave him his run. It was a 4.5-month break, and he needed it. And, as I said, we had all that rain, so we had to be careful how we worked him. But now he's in full work now, and it's a this is probably the hardest race on the card. He could run into the money, but this is a really, really tough race.
He'll be joined by Gardener's Pride. Now, he won his maidens last time out, and it was with the step up in distance, which Gavin had always said he's looking for. It'll be harder for him having his first run out the maidens today, but he does enjoy the trip.
Yes, Nadine, we got him the right distance. He won his race. He won by a short lead. He got a 3.5 kilo penalty for that. That's going to be really tough. That's going to count against him. I thought maybe you'd get 1.5 kilos, but 3.5 is a little bit tough. But yeah, this is his distance. First run on the poly, and as I said, a very, very hard race. If he runs to the money, I'll be very happy.
And Bell's First Wave races alongside. He has no weight to carry.
Yeah, he won over the course and distance. He took a while to win his maiden plates. He's got a nice lightweight. He's got Charlie on. I think Charlie will suit this horse. But once again, a very tough race.
Now, another very tough race is race 8, and this is where we'll see Timbavati River. He is in very, very competitive form, racing off the back of his 8th career win. And although there are many to take on, he's definitely a horse we need to include.
Yeah, I thought this was the yard's best runner of the day. He's ultra consistent. He's done well in the poly and the grass, but also a very tough race, but a good chance.
In race 9, Gunsmoke will close for the yard, and he'll have the advantage of a neat draw.
Yeah, he was in a race last week, and then he drew 1 in this race, and we spoke to Chase, and we opted to rather run him here. He's had his issues on the poly. He likes to hang, but now he's on the rail, so that's ideal. His last run he needed. He came back from a 2-month break, and unfortunately he bled, which caught us by surprise because he's never bled ever since he's been here for 3 years. So he needed. We didn't push him hard. We didn't want him to go the wrong way again, and he needed. He ran a decent race, I think, and now after the 2-month break, he ran a good race.
A big thanks to Gav for that comprehensive breakdown.